Still moving our way through these NFL playoffs. We look back at Super Wildcard Weekend and we take a look at the Divisional Round as we approach the road to Tampa. We'll see who we playing. Disqualified opinions. We back, fellas.
Yes,
Indeed
sir.
we are.
Yes,
Indeed
sir.
we
Yes,
are.
sir.
The
Pull your mask up,
playoffs-
shorty.
Playoffs did not. Indeed. Shout out to Shorty.
Yes, sir.
The playoffs did not go exactly how I thought they would.
They did not disappoint though.
No, they didn't. Well, the
There were some boring
one game I cared about happened the way I wanted it to.
And that's all.
That's
Hey.
a good weekend for me.
I feel like two of the games were super boring.
Yeah, that Saints game was
Terrible.
Trash.
terrible.
Yeah, it
It
was.
was the Nickelodeon part was pretty cool. I don't know
I
if y'all
didn't
seen
watch
some of
it.
that.
Yeah.
No,
I saw
I
it
didn't
on
watch
social
it. Yeah,
media.
I watched the aspects on social media. I thought that was really cool.
I thought it was funny, but
You might see a situation where there are games like that in upcoming years where different channels are able to kind of broadcast the game. With
they
special
did that
effects based on
before.
them.
Amazon Prime had an exclusive night game recently.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So they
I don't know
had
if they did
that.
any special effects though. Kind
No,
of.
they didn't.
I'm pretty
How
sure they did.
Nickelodeon did, but you could possibly see Disney with the little sticks. Like certain things like that might be a little interesting.
Yeah,
it gets
I
kids
don't-
into sports in a different way.
I don't
bro.
see Disney doing it because they don't like. If I'm being respect, they will air it, but
That's
I don't
what we
see them
talking
doing gimmicky things
I
like
do.
Nickelodeon.
I do.
Definitely.
They the same company for real. for
Nah,
real. They both got
Nickelodeon
gimmicks.
do all that slime and stuff. You don't really see that on Disney.
It was kind of cool to me, like how
Mickey
they did
Mouse
it.
gonna pop out on a graphic when they score a touchdown. I'm telling you.
I could see that, but
That's
not
what-
so
that's
much
what we-
the
that's what
slime.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I'm
saying.
talking about, like stuff like that. Like this.
Yeah,
different- you
Nickelodeon,
remember
they
the-
changed the colors of the line. And
Yeah,
all
you remember
that
the
stuff.
Disney commercial back in the day with the little.
The
I can
little-
see them
the little
doing that.
mouse
Yeah.
stuff.
You were watching Disney channels.
Yeah, I can see them having a player come on and do. I can see. That.
It was a good weekend for your boy. On Sunday, got to watch LaJackson do his thing. But previous to that, got to see the Maryland Terps, baby, get a big win on the road. Money Morcell, Baltimore's own, Mount St. Joe finest.
He
Getting it
balled
done. Balled is out, baby. Balled out. Broken face and all. Got the mask on.
He was just trying to not get muted later, so he had to
Balled
throw
out.
something in that I cared about.
Ravens won. And on that night, those flawless or fake Pittsburgh Steelers, Big Ben was crying. Juju was dancing his ass back to his Corvette because he is a free agent and he'll have a hard time finding the
I
team.
don't think it's a Corvette no more. I think it's a couch.
Watching the Browns beat them was great. Perfect way to start off 2021.
Said it was a hoverboard.
And not less than 24 hours ago, baby, a roll tide, baby,
That's
to the
what
national
we start
championship. Wide to wide number one team.
Mute.
Devontae Smith, baby. He should be the number 2 overall pick in this draft. Jets, don't mess it up.
That's too high.
Let's go at 3 to 2.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes,
quarterback.
that makes more sense. But I don't think it's.
The Jets are trading out of the number.
Yeah.
Well, he'll
they're
go
not
3 to
keeping
the Dolphins.
Dang, they gonna have 2 wide receivers named Devontae.
Parker and Smith. And Tua. Tua, if you can't get it done with that, I don't know
The
what to tell you, brother.
Devontae brothers. That's what they about to
I'm
start
still not
calling.
completely sold on Tua, but that's a story for another day.
I don't think the team is either.
They did come out and say that Tua is the quarterback of their future, but we've heard that before.
Yeah, but that was before Deshaun expressed interest in Miami.
That's true as well, and he did say he would go there. He would waive his no trade clause. If you haven't been
I think
looking,
Deshaun should
the
go to the
Texans did
Colts,
come
but
out
that's just
today and say that they will be interviewing Eric Bieniemy as well as Jim Caldwell, and it was another black coach. So they
Shout out to Deshaun Watson
Yeah.
for putting on for black people.
yeah,
outta
Andre
there, bro.
Johnson and
Andre Johnson.
Andre
DeAndre-
Johnson.
Yeah, I think he slid the
and
organization.
DeAndre Hopkins both slid the Texans organization, saying that they won't ever change. It's been like this forever. They've ruined players' careers.
I mean, their owners are racist. but hey.
I know D-Hop said
Bro,
it.
they
I-
traded
no,
D-Hop
Andre
for
Johnson-
a piece of coin. Like,
Andre Johnson said it, and D Hop retweeted it and added on to it.
Oh, you know D-Hop. Yeah, you hear
I was about to say, I'm here
Oh,
for
yeah, you know,
D-Hop.
okay, okay. But just if he was living under the rock, the Bills beat the Colts, the Rams beat the Seahawks, the Bucks beat the football team, the Ravens H-Town stomped on the Titans. Logo, the Saints beat the Bears, and the Browns beat the Steelers.
That's right, baby.
I'm going to spit the DC for him to give the records of the weekend.
So we're going to keep this real simple. Everybody went 5-1 except me. I went 4-2, but that's fine. It's all right. I'll be back.
All right, week 2. We got 2 Saturday night games. The Rams go to the Packers. I'm going to go to the man who didn't believe in A-Rod and now does first. Mr.
picked him as
BKD
MVP.
himself. You also say he's the 12th best quarterback.
I
in the league.
picked him as MVP. Okay, if you
12th
watch the
best
show,
quarterback in the league.
I forget all those lists. You know, everybody does lists. Whatever. It doesn't matter. You can rip them up,
Stop
burn
calling you
them.
Bleacher Report Byron. With your terrible ass list.
All I'm saying is, okay, Aaron Rodgers is the MVP. I did predict it for the season. They are going to win this game. Now, I do love the defense of the Rams. I do think that Aaron Donald, hopefully he does play. King causes havoc with Bakhtiari. I think out for the year with the left tackle. I do love what I've seen out of my boy Jalen Ramsey. He's the best corner in football. You can argue me all you want.
I will.
He earns his money.
He does.
Now, this week, it'll be a little different. Devontae isn't a big physical guy like DK. He's more shifty. He's more quicker. Nobody has been able to stop him. Credit to you, bro. I know you love him.
As
First of
of
all,
right
don't
now,
act
though,
like I wasn't saying Devontae was top 5 also. And also,
No, I'm just saying he gives me crap about it every show. Like, you give me crap, but he gives me crap every time.
yeah, as he should, because Devontae is that. He's
I
been
would just
that.
like to say, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Jalen Ramsey versus Devontae Adams right now. Devontae Adams is 2 receptions for 24 yards and a touchdown.
In one game?
Hey, it'll be
Yes.
it'll be
That's
a
one
good
game we're talking
matchup.
about?
Yes.
I think it comes down to this.
Okay.
John Watford has played better than Jared Goff these last 2 games.
Yeah.
And the Rams should look in this offseason potentially at getting a quarterback. That's another story for another day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Sean McVay. I think this team is built to win, but until they fix that, they will come up short. Maybe they can win a playoff game. But I think the Packers may. You got the spread, my good brother?
Yes, of course. Spread is 6.5.
I think the Packers cover. I think it's a late cover. I think Aaron Rodgers puts on the show. I think the others of the Packers show up. Aaron Jones has a big day. And I think they find a way to win in Lambeau.
Let's not forget, we give Devontae credit. We give Aaron Jones credit. That tight end, Tanyan, that no one's talking about.
That's
The
Aaron
man.
Rodgers' product. I'm not giving him credit.
Yeah,
I'm not.
but he got 11 touchdowns. I'm just saying they need to keep an eye
Aaron
out
Rodgers.
for yo.
Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers.
I agree. I'm not. It's A-Rod all
He be
day.
wide open. I don't really think
Aaron Rodgers.
but he be wide open, so I can't really give the
He don't be wide open
He
like that,
do
bro.
be wide open.
What's
bro.
the weather
That's,
gonna
and
be?
that's bad defense.
He just be wide open.
That's bad
bro.
defense.
He be wide the
He
fuck
had
open.
like 11 touchdowns. He wasn't wide open on 11 touchdowns.
I would say probably a good 6 or 7 of them bitches. He was wide the fuck
What
open.
I'm saying is, that's Aaron Rodgers.
Will it be cold in Lambeau?
Or blown
so
coverages.
So you saying he's Julius Thomas?
Yes.
All right.
Will it be cold in Lambeau? Because you know they play every game at home. And I mean, it's tailor-made. Aaron Rodgers, it is laid out for you to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, if
But
they
we'll
win
see.
this game, they make the Super Bowl.
I mean, I think
we'll
they're
see.
gonna. I think
We'll see. We'll see.
they're gonna make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, it's,
I do think this is the trap game of the weekend. I
the
would
Rams.
not be surprised if
Pick
the
the
Rams
Rams.
win this game,
I would.
but I'm picking the Packers.
Yeah, this man
so you
got
saying the Rams gonna cover?
59 targets,
It's 6
52
and a half.
catches, 11
No.
touchdowns.
Hey, he looks good. I mean, let's not forget.
It's because I
Green
think they
Bay,
win by a touchdown.
Green Bay's had some good tight ends. Jermichael Finley. They had Jimmy
good
Graham for a
outside
little
of Green
bit.
Bay.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Jimmy
Aaron
Graham
Rodgers,
was
but I
not
will give
good
Aaron.
with
with
Packers,
Green Bay,
if you ask
yeah.
me.
I'm
Jimmy
just
Graham
saying,
was
Aaron
not
Rodgers
good.
is-
None of
It
their
helps.
tight ends are good anywhere else, which makes me think
Jimmy Graham was good with the Saints.
Is what's the name?
none of their tight ends were good.
After they left, okay.
Aaron Rodgers,
Who?
Mike Jones,
So who you picking?
He said Packers already.
Mike Jones.
Are they covered?
Say no.
If it was like 10 or so, I say no, but I wouldn't be surprised if they win by a touchdown.
Yeah, I think they could possibly.
You said 6.5. I think it's a backdoor cover, like 7, 8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm think I got Packers by 10. So
I think they'll win by 7.
I got Packers by 10.
I don't think they'll make it to the Super Bowl because I think the winner of the other game we'll talk about on Sunday is going to the Super Bowl. But we'll talk about that later. Let's continue.
so cover yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Ravens, Bills.
Rouse, what's up, man? Both of your teams going at it, man. Your quarterbacks.
You start with this one.
You know,
I'm-
you've been
I'm-
on the Bills. We know
I'm-
you
I'm
don't. You
curious.
never pick against the Ravens. You got on your Tucker jersey.
But he's a dollar bill.
Well, no,
fan.
he gave his expert analysis last week. He said it should have been a blow.
He
It
was-
should have been a blowout.
He was rooting for the dollar bills against the Colts when he shouldn't have been.
You know what's crazy? The Ravens would have hosted a playoff game if we would have won. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
That is crazy
No,
to think.
we would have been the. Oh yeah, Cleveland won.
Yes,
yeah,
we
we
would've
would have hosted
played.
a playoff game in the division.
I love this idea that now a 5 seed can host a playoff game in the
6
second
seed.
round. Yeah, so go
Oh,
ahead,
no,
sir.
5,
Yeah,
Yeah,
5.
go ahead, sir.
I don't even know why y'all went to me first as if I was picking anybody but the jersey I had on. I was so confused.
I mean,
Why-
bro, you the most questionable person in the room.
No, I'm not. It's him.
No, as far as
yeah.
in this particular
It was-
game,
I'm the
it's
only.
you.
As you would say, these are your
If-
two
if
teams.
We're being honest.
I'm just saying, if
And-
you was to choose the Bills, I definitely was choosing
I
violence
got a
on
question.
camera.
I got a question. In the last 2 years, through at this point, 30. This will be game 35. How many times have I picked the Ravens?
35.
How many times what you think I'm picking right
You
now?
also picked the Bills probably 35
35
times
times,
too.
yeah.
So-
And I've been right a lot.
but that doesn't negate my
Who's
point.
Let me ask you a question. Who's better right now, Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen?
Lamar Jackson. That's wild.
Now?
Yes.
Right now?
Yes.
Yo, I love this guy, man.
Yes. Got big wild.
Oh no, I just wanted to know. I agree.
I just didn't understand the
Lamar Jackson's top 3. He's better than Rush right now. I don't
Yes.
care what you say to me. It's
been
Pat,
better.
A-Rod, however you want to put it, and Lamar. I don't care. That's me. That's my opinion right now. That's my opinion.
I mean, if I'm looking at the season as a totality, it's
Deshaun
Josh.
Watson.
It's Josh.
No, Deshaun Watson top 5. So, top
I'm
3.
saying if I'm looking at the
This season, Josh
as
Allen,
a total
Josh Allen
talent,
has had a top 3 season.
He's
currently.
third. He's
He's
second. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's having a better
Nah,
season.
he's
than
second.
Pat.
I
He's
just
had a
think
better season than Pat.
I just think
You said
Josh
better.
Allen will turn back
You said
into
better
Josh
season
Allen.
Russ. I was gonna say. So wait, you said Pat. You said Pat.
I said
Aaron
Pat,
Rodgers.
Aaron Rod, and Lamar.
He said
That's
so
my
nobody
top 3.
said Russ.
Josh
okay.
Allen has had a better season than
I think
Pat.
Russ
I
literally
agree.
regressed.
He like
at some
4.
point.
Well,
Like
because all right, so only reason Josh has had a better season than Pat is because after week 6, the Chiefs are not the same football.
It's not
team.
even that to me. It's the fact that if you look at like passes that should have been intercepted off of drops,
Pat has the most
Pat
dropped
has
interceptions in the league.
16.
Yeah, of course.
16 drop interceptions is a lot, bro.
But I
We
think
were
a lot
just-
of those came after week 6. I don't know
I'm not
for a
denying
fact.
that. I'm
I'm
just
just
saying.
saying the first 5 weeks he looked like Pat, and then I don't know what this guy is now.
Yeah,
But
but I'm picking the Ravens. I've had the Ravens going to the Super Bowl. I still got the Ravens going to the Super Bowl.
You did.
It's Ravens for me.
You got a score prediction, or you just keeping it?
What's the
prediction?
spirit?
2.
Bills
Bills
by
by
2.
2.
Oh, Ravens gonna win.
Yeah, I got the Ravens winning, so of course we cover.
So, of course,
I think it opened at 3, by the way, and now it's 2.
I'm definitely going with the Ravens. I think we're well suited for this type of games. Cold Buffalo, we got the running game. You know, we lean on the pass here and there. Hopefully, the game plan is pretty good. I just don't think the Bills don't have a running game at all. So Josh Allen's going to have to put the ball in the air more than I'm pretty sure they want to. He's going to make a mistake. Even though he had a good year, this is a Ravens defense. I can just see him making some sort of mistake.
I would like to see what the Bills do practice squad wise. They do have 2 people on their practice squad that I want to know if it's going to get pulled up for this game. One being Kenny Stills, the other one being Devontae Freeman. I would like to see what they do with those 2 guys possibly when it comes to practice squad bring ups.
It doesn't matter.
Kenny Stills to me kind of does. 'Cause
Washed.
He played on the Texans, so it's kind of hard for me to say washed.
He gets hurt every
yeah.
year. And he's
That's
washed.
true, but he has it's playoffs, so he only really has to play a game for them at this point.
That run game is dead, and Devontae Freeman is also washed. So I'm
can't
honestly
deny that.
I'm over.
They're basically a one-dimensional team, which plays
They
into
are.
what we like to do.
That's
So-
what I'm saying.
With that being said, the Bills are the team that made me most nervous in the AFC because of how lackluster Kansas City has looked over the last
And
half of the
explosive
season.
their offense has looked, being the Bills.
Yeah, and so the Bills made me the most nervous, and the Ravens don't really have a matchup for Cole Beasley, and they still don't. But I think if you can just say that they're not going to run the football and all we have to worry about is the pass, I think our coaching staff is savvy and smart enough to figure out that. So I'm going to pick the Ravens. I am. But I am nervous still. But
I'm about to say, I
picking
definitely
the Ravens.
I see a mistake happen. Like I said, Josh Allen has a couple weapons, but he looks for Diggs at least 10 to 12 times a game.
He does do that.
Something, and if Marlo was over there,
Hey man, if I got
Something
number
bad's
one-
gonna happen.
if I got the best receiver in the league based off stats this year, I would
Diggs
look
is
forward
like Mac Jones to Devontae.
yeah.
You see the correlation?
to-
Like
hey, but
it's a force feed situation,
if they open, feed them.
but they don't be always.
He,
All right,
they
so
don't. He just got that much
all right,
trust.
so in Mac Jones' case, yes, Devontae is
He's
always,
always open. Yes.
Stephon Diggs been open.
He
a
has
lot.
not. If you watch the last game, there's a couple times where he caught the ball, he got hit instantly. He's not always super open. Bro.
And not even that. I think Stephon is just.
I think he's an amazing route runner. So I think even sometimes when he might not be as open, I think sometimes as a receiver, getting open is a split second. So in that split
I think they
second,
do have a timing thing.
Yeah. So that split second.
But
he's
what I
able to
will
deliver.
say is, I think if you, which I hope the Ravens do. I don't think they never do this, but I hope they do it this week. I want Marlon on Stephon Diggs every snap. I
Yeah,
do.
fact.
We don't shadow often. We don't.
Yeah, they don't.
we did a lot
But
last year. We didn't.
We
really
don't.
do it this
I mean,
year.
we only did it against D Hop when Marlon shut him
No,
all
we
the
did
way
a
down.
we did a couple times last year because last year we had a lot of injuries. We had Jimmy and Tavon out, and Anthony Avery was playing like trash. So Marlon did.
We also didn't play that many. I think only against top 5 receivers we did it last year.
That's true. That's true.
But I feel like now,
It's the playoffs though, so you got
Also-
yeah, I want Marlon on Stephon every snap.
Another key for the Ravens: get after Josh Allen.
Yeah, we only had one
If
sack.
we look at this past game, the Bills, nobody laid a hand on this man.
No, he got sacked a couple times.
Not really. He had all day to throw, bro.
I think our pass rush should be better than what the Colts have.
The Colts don't really blitz that much either, though. I think that's one of Josh Allen's.
But that's the thing. We can't
blitzes.
give him time if he just sitting there flat-footed.
Yeah, because Josh never throws on time, and that was one of my initial problems with him. It's never a rhythm throw. It's always.
I feel like this year he's right rhythm this year though.
No, I think this year
Bruh,
he has a guy he can throw to.
Exactly. You gotta look. Josh be having like 5 seconds, bro, to like
completion percentage is like 70.
because he got like 8 seconds to throw the ball. I would have a high percentage.
It's never 1, 2, 3, and it's
Throw.
out.
I disagree.
It's like 1, 2, 3.
I disagree with that.
Throw.
I think the key is keeping him inside the pocket.
Agreed.
I think also, obviously,
Set the edge ball.
we talked about Stephon Marlowe, but I'm loving what I've seen out of Hollywood. But him and Tre'Davious White, Hollywood, this is where you earn your name.
Following him.
This is where you earn your name.
Willie Snead.
I think though their other corners,
Mark
Norman's
Andrews.
washed. Andrew should have a big
Boykin
game.
should be able to do something on Norman.
I think Dez might have a big game. Let's not forget Dez and Norman have a lot of history together, and Dez plays really well against Norman, from what I remember.
We don't get a ball to
long
Dez
time
a lot.
ago.
But I think Dez has still got
not
more.
on the field.
Dez has more in the tank than Josh Norman. I don't care.
I
don't care. To me.
No,
What'd you say?
one of them
Dez
starts.
has more. Josh Norman is
He has
washed.
more in the tank than Josh Norman.
I think
He
he
started
does.
the whole season. No, I can't
I
give
think
it. He started the whole
Josh
season.
Norman's overrated.
I'm not denying that, but Dez hasn't started.
Okay,
the
Mark Andrews should
and
have a big game.
if you looked at snaps wise last year, I mean,
Well,
last game,
Dez came in
we
at
get-
the middle of the season, so
agree
we
with-
can't really compare.
Agreed.
And Dez still
But
doesn't
Dez
see more
does not-
snaps than.
if you looked at snaps from last week, we ran Snead, Brown, Boykin, Andrews for most of the game. It was not a lot of Devin Duvernay. It was a lot
never
of
that.
Dez.
Which I don't get.
It's playoffs. You kind of condensed.
Yeah,
shit,
it's condensed, as well as I think now that Devin is on punt return more, he's more special teams currently, so he's not getting as much.
Also on that topic, I think we'll have more success running the football against the Bills than we did against Tennessee.
Agreed.
For whatever reason, the Bills defense ranked better than Tennessee.
That's
against the
sporadic
run.
though.
But they don't have success like continuously off the edge, and that's what we can kind of get JK going.
My only issue, they do have very nice stuffers. They have what's his name? Ed. I forgot his last name.
Oliver.
Yeah,
Ed
they have
Oliver.
They do have pretty.
Shout out to Houston.
The only thing with them is their defense is sporadic. So what I'm hoping is they kind of looked bad last week. So I'm hoping this isn't like a good week for them. But I think it'll be a tough game regardless. I do know Lamar came out and said hopefully it doesn't snow. He is a Florida boy, so he's probably never played a football game in the snow in his life. So that would be something that's very interesting as well.
I think they're
If
going to
it
be
snows,
so
we gonna run the
worried.
football.
I think they're going to be so worried about Lamar
It's going to be
because
cold weather. We were running regardless.
Because of what
We
they
in
saw
Buffalo.
last week, they're going to be
We
so
was
worried
gonna
about
run that-
Lamar. Their eyes are going to be in the backfield. So I think there will be opportunities.
We was going to tote
to-
that pill regardless.
to run the ball and throw the ball down the field.
Everybody
I mean,
pick Ravens,
yeah, we're
right?
picking Ravens.
Yeah.
Just,
Rel, Browns, Chiefs.
Chiefs. It's a revenge tour, so I see the Ravens and Chiefs AFC Championship. So
Spread is 10. Do they cover?
yes.
Okay. I disagree. I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win the game, but no, they don't cover because the Chiefs have not won by more than 10 points since week 8 against the New York Football Jets. And that was before they started playing real football. So the Chiefs are not really the team that everybody sees them as. And I'm not going to say they can't win it all again because they have everything lined up the same way they did last year. But they don't play. They're not playing right now the way that you expect Kansas City to play. So, yes, they're going to win the game. They're not going to cover this 10-point spread. Are you checking me on that? Because it's valid.
No. This is my trap game. I want to pick the Browns so badly in this
I
game.
did too, honestly.
You said they covering the 10.
You did. I don't think the
Nah,
Chiefs.
that's what I'm saying. It's either them beating them or Browns winning in a close one.
I want to pick the Browns so badly, so badly.
Then
I
pick them.
I can't believe in Baker Mayfield. I just can't. So give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs.
now, I do think that the
That
Browns.
was a personal shot at Byron, by the way.
Bakers look great, man. Just saying. I think that the Chiefs.
That defense looked great, bro. Stop. They forced 4 turnovers.
The Browns defense didn't really look great to
5
me.
turnovers.
They
They
just
had
forced
5
turnovers.
No, I give them 4. 'cause
I think
the
Miles-
one of them was
The snap
center.
over the head.
Yeah, so 4.
But
They
4
forced
picks
4
and a fumble. That's
4 turnovers.
I'll say
They
this.
forced them bitches.
The
We're
Browns-
not going to say the defense did. I'm sorry, Byron. We're not
what?
going to say the defense
The
They
defense won
almost
that
came
game,
back, bro.
That's what I'm saying. They gave up a lot
They
of big
almost
plays in
came
the
back.
secondary.
So no, we not about to give
But
that.
they should get some people back.
But that's hindsight being 2020 because we know when a team go up 28 points, bro,
In
the
the first
defense
quarter.
is not playing the same way for the rest of the game, bro.
In the
They are
first
playing
quarter.
prevent. Please do not score on us, and it kind of it benefits the Steelers because what they have is a quick strike offense. I will give you the benefit of the doubt of the fact that they drop more passes than a toddler playing basketball. But Jesus Christ,
They always drop passes.
Yeah,
They
so
that's
always
their
drop
MO.
passes.
so,
Especially Ebron.
but no, that's Deontay
No,
Johnson. for me,
Deontay
bro.
Johnson.
No,
dropped.
I think Ebron drop more than anybody. Maybe it could be.
know,
I
bro.
just
Deontay Johnson might lead the NFL in drops.
Facts.
but That's neither here nor there.
I mean, the Browns do have a formula to beat the Chiefs. They can run the ball. They hopefully will get some receivers
that
back.
play action.
They hopefully
Deontay
defensively.
Johnson leads the league in drops.
Good call, D.
I think their offensive lines play really well at the Browns. Just to kind of give them credit because the Browns are really
Where Ebron?
turning the corner. Hopefully,
He's not top 12.
Miles Garrett's going to have a crazy game against Mahomes.
Dan
Got to get
Jones
pressure on
signed
him.
The top, really quickly, the top people is Deontay Johnson, Jerry Jeudy, C.D. Lamb, Evan Ingram, and Marvin Jones. Followed by who you thought was the best running back in football, Ezekiel Elliott.
If you're a running back on that list, that's terrible.
Jesus Christ,
He
what the hell?
had 6.
That's
Deontay
terrible.
Johnson had 10.
That's terrible.
You know, it is what it is. I mean, that's a whole nother story for another day. But I mean, the
Crazy,
tribal
he was
chief
still their best
Mahomes. I
receiver.
mean, I did say they were going to win the Super Bowl again, back to back. I mean, this Chiefs team, their weapons are just ridiculous. A week off, Tyreek Hill, Kelsey.
I think that week off is going to hurt.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they can guard everybody.
They were already a little
They got,
rusty.
yo.
But, I mean, it could benefit them. They could have needed the week to fine tune the
Regroup,
rust.
regroup.
Yeah, so to them it's a little bit weird because
They were the 2 seed last year, so they had to buy last year and they won
Yeah.
a Super Bowl off of
Uh-huh.
it. So they're good with that.
yeah. So I
And
mean,
Andy Reid's just one of the best coaches ever. So I do trust him.
If you take away questionable circumstances, even though he only has 1 Super Bowl, I would give him
He's a
number
top
one.
5
If you-
quarterback. I mean, coach, in my opinion.
He's-
that I've seen.
he's at
top
least 1 or
five
2.
on-
He's at
yeah.
least 1 or 2.
He's top 5 on everybody.
so
I
I
think
think-
Don Shula. There are some guys that may have something.
And I think
to say
Eric
about that.
Bieniemy wants a head coaching job, so he'll do his best
No,
game
he
plan.
came out and said that he'll only take a head coaching job if it's the right job.
The Chargers, right
I
down
think
the
that
street.
means that it has to be the perfect opportunity system, players there, and draft picks.
Chargers.
So he's not going to the Texans. It might
Chargers.
be Chargers. Yeah.
Chargers. But I think the Chiefs win in a close one, like a 27-20, 28-24. I mean, I think Baker plays. Baker plays best when he's an underdog and then the chip on the shoulder.
That's what this team has. Right?
And I think they are focused, but I do think they expended so much energy beating Pittsburgh that it'll just be a little bit too much
Did they
Chiefs.
though? They was up 28 in the first quarter.
I think they really won it.
Yeah, I
Pittsburgh
think
gave the game away.
I
early.
think they were in just chill mode. From
No,
the first
I
quarter
think
on.
they was at an emotional high. Like,
Yeah, they wanted that game more than anything.
You know they did, especially when the first couple times they
And
scored, they
honestly,
was talking shit.
for Cleveland's franchise history, this is a win for them on the season and like basically
Period.
how
Yeah.
Their
They
first
beat the
road
Steelers.
win since 1969. Their first playoff win.
They beat the
in
Steelers.
26 years.
Yeah.
26
At
years.
the Steelers' house.
And they haven't won it at Pittsburgh at all since
Yeah.
it was 17 years. So
So they good for this
we
shit.
talking about
They can go
2003?
home.
Like that's yeah.
I
Like
did say they would win at least one playoff game. I was correct. And this is where the road ends, unfortunately. But the guard in the AFC North has changed.
but you said they covering the 10.
I do think they
Neither
cover.
one of y'all have them covering the 10.
No, I have them covering the 10.
You don't have them covering the 10.
Who, the Browns?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I do.
I do also, but that's just because of Kansas City, not because of Cleveland.
Facts.
Kansas City's defense
A
is
little bit
still
of-
trash. Let's not forget that.
Facts.
The Kareem Hunt's coming for you, Kansas City. He's gonna kick you like he kicked that woman in the hotel. All right. Remember
See,
that.
I got a problem with that, right? Because people acting like Kansas City like did something to him. He got himself kicked off that team.
Yeah.
It's okay. He's still gonna eat him and Chubb.
Yeah.
are
I'm just saying,
ridiculous.
to me, it's not really like a
We're just-
revenge
we're-
game.
We're just gonna go to the next game.
I'm just saying. Kevin
different.
Stefanski,
I'm not
baby,
touching on domestic
run the ball,
violence.
baby. Don't pass it until you have to. You
I
got
just
two
had
of the
an
best
issue
running
with that
backs.
because it's not really a revenge game under that.
Jarvis,
same
do your thing,
circumstance.
baby.
But we're going to you last. It's your team versus his team. So we're going to you second.
Versus my all-time favorite.
Well,
but it's
his
not-
quarterback versus your quarterback. I
Yeah,
apologize. The Bucks come to town to face the Saints.
on History Channel.
You said last. You meant first.
I meant first. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Super
Okay,
dope.
so if I'm going first, right? We're not comparing quarterbacks. We're comparing football teams, as if we were in Washington. So if that is the case,
Well, Landover, Maryland.
Landover, Maryland. So if that is the case, give me the Saints because everything I've seen, these games, both of these games when they played, weren't even remotely close.
They were not close at all.
Neither one of them, week 1 or week 9 or whatever they played
They
again,
got their ass beat.
twice.
2 times.
And Brady had a QBR of 6 in
Terrible.
the second one.
He played terrible.
So, yeah, give me the Saints. And I know Drew Brees has broken ribs. I know he has a noodle arm. I know this is his last season. It needs to be. Give me the Saints.
This does need to be. What? Everybody know that shit.
Hey, yo, wait. So, since your guy's Peyton, Drew Brees is better now than Peyton was this last year.
I do agree with that.
That is a fact.
Bro,
I
Peyton
don't think
didn't
that-
even win.
I didn't disagree.
Oh, all right.
I just,
all right. I was about to say,
I said
yeah.
on this show he was throwing ducks for a
And
couple
it does
years.
help having can't guard Mike back.
I'm about to say Peyton even knew he wasn't.
And he
that.
scored for the first time.
Yes, all season. What the hell? That's crazy.
Drafted that man in fantasy.
You want me to?
Oh,
I mean,
Mike Thomas.
I am. You know who I'm picking.
I mean, the spread is 3, so it's basically straight up.
I picked this team to get to the NFC Championship game. Unfortunately, my Super Bowl pick is gone. So I
Ride
think-
with the.
You know, I said when I saw this playoff field, I said we're going to get Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers one time in the playoffs before it's all said and done. And we're going to get it, ladies and gentlemen, because Tampa's going to Lambeau in 2 weeks.
All right.
Now, I'm going with Tampa. It's hard to beat the team 3 times. I think Tampa knows that. Tom Brady knows that. The revenge tour, much like the Ravens, is coming to New Orleans, and it's inside. Tom Brady's arm is alive. Mike Evans, Antonio Brown. Devin White will be back. Levante David, JPP. You know me. Hey, look. I think the Buccaneers win this game. They cover, and Brady shows why he's the greatest of all time. It's going to be an aerial assault, though. I think both teams in the 30s.
They should cover. They're the underdog.
I think both teams in the 30s, though.
Yeah.
Ride with your man Brady, too. Go
I
ahead.
gotta go with the Bucks.
Take your man Brady. That's right. That's
I
right.
gotta go with the Bucks.
Yeah. I like this.
Yeah, I don't see the Saints winning.
Yeah, like they did in the first 2 times or something. Yeah.
No, but this is different. It's
The Saints look like ass against the Bears, though. Let's not forget. Let's not gloss over that.
they hardly.
Did the Bucks not lose?
If the Bears, if that receiver catches that ball, it's a different game.
Tom Brady played like trash against the Bears and they lost.
Tom Brady played great against the football team, who have one of the 5 best defenses in the league, though.
I'm talking about another thing.
Their
You
defense
said Bears. You bought the
it's
Bears
the
up.
playoffs. We talking about the regular.
You brought the Bears up.
schedule.
Tom Brady had 2 bad games against the Saints. I give you that.
And lost to the
But
Bears.
let's not forget, he's the oldest player to
Did
ever
the
throw a
Saints
touchdown
lose to the
game.
Bears?
No, but the
Okay.
Saints look really
who you
average.
I got the Bucks.
Sorry, man. You
Yeah.
right. Come on now, baby.
Hell
We're going to
yeah.
Tampa, baby. We might. Well, I don't want
I mean,
the
my
Ravens and the
reason,
Bucks,
my
but
reason for it, I would definitely love the Bucks in the Super Bowl. I don't know what you talking about.
I don't want
Tom Brady
to choose.
struggles against us.
I don't wanna-
even thi-
I don't wanna
I'd definitely rather have the Bucks than the Packers in the Super Bowl. I don't know what you're talking
Same.
about.
That's a-
Give me the Bucks in the Super Bowl.
Same.
We will
That's
crush them in the Super Bowl, bro.
Nah.
I'm not with that, bro. We do good against AB. Mike Evans is not he's not gonna get locked up because Mike Evans. Shout out to my man Mike Evans. You know I love you.
He's getting like,
First wide
Jimmy can
receiver.
guard him still.
Facts. First wide receiver to get 7 1,000-yard seasons
Second.
in his first. He was Randy Moss had 6. He had
yeah.
7. First receiver to have 7 1,000-yard seasons. His first 7 years in the league. You know you're my favorite wide receiver, and you did it all yesterday on what we thought was a hyper extended knee. You balling, bro. AB, you get locked down whenever you play us, so I don't want to hear that shit. Jimmy can guard AB right now. Marlon on
Jimmy can't guard AB
No.
right now.
yes he can.
No,
I
he
want
can't.
Jimmy,
Jimmy needs to stay on Mike Evans.
AB not really running no like routes where AB like is doing it.
He's
doing
quicker,
anything.
much
No,
faster.
yeah,
than
no,
Jimmy.
yo.
All right, but moving on.
I
Give me the
like
Bucks.
Marcus Peters on AB.
Give me the Bucks right now. I just don't. I'm agreeing with him. I just don't see a team beating a team 3 times in a row. I don't think only because I don't think the Saints are that much better than the Bucks where they beat them 3 times in a row. I feel like you beat a team 3 times in a row when you are just better than them, and I don't see that.
And if I
They are
do-
better than them.
Yeah, but if I do say
I
so,
think
They are better than them. They are.
the Bucks started hitting their
They
stride
are
at
better
the
than
end
them.
of the season.
I just
All right. Let me ask you this: Who has a better defense, the Saints or the Bucks?
Bucks.
Saints
I think
have a
the
better
Bucks
defense.
defense
Saints
better.
have a better
I think
defense.
the Saints play better, but the Bucks should be better.
All right. So if I look at the rankings
Saints
right
definitely
now,
have
who
a, Saints have a better.
okay,
defense.
so Saints. Okay,
That's why I said I think the Saints play better, but the Bucks should be better.
who has a clearer identity, the Saints or the Bucks on offense? Clearer identity.
Right now,
I think they
right
both
now
are.
it's the Bucks. Right now it's the Bucks.
Right now it's Bucks. I'm sorry.
Over the course of the season, when Drew Brees was playing and when Tom Brady was playing, who had a more clearer
The
identity?
Saints.
All right. So, and last but not least, who has a better coach?
The disparity isn't as crazy.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
I'm giving even on coaching.
But I will say,
Bruce Arians is
Sean-
even with
give
Sean
it even.
Payton.
No, Sean Payton been doing it for
no,
years.
Sean Payton's a
even
better
on
coach,
coaches.
but I think right now Bruce Arians and Tom Brady have figured it out.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
I'm
saying.
That's what I'm
Even on
saying. They
coaching.
figured it out after
what
they
happened,
played the Saints,
what,
bro.
what happened was Rojo got hurt, and they started relying on bad defenses and building
Hey,
confidence
Fournette
against
looked good
them.
on Saturday.
Because they played all bad defenses down the stretch. You can look it up. All bad defenses down the stretch, and Tom Brady took advantage of it. So let's not act like they're still not. When the football team gave him a challenge, scored 23 points. That's not going to work against the Saints. It's not.
But
and the Saints defense is better than the football team.
Breeze is not scoring more than
Saints defense
27
is not
points.
better than the football teams, bro.
I don't think Breeze is
Not
going to
with you
outplay
on that
Brady.
one.
You said what?
I'm not giving you the Saints defense being better than the Bucks. Than the football team. I'm sorry.
Who
Sorry.
plays in the secondary for the football team? At all.
I just saw Allen Robinson torching Marshawn Lattimore, bro. So you're not about to tell me that anybody on the Bucks can't do the same thing, bro.
Whoever the other corners are outside of Marshawn are going to get eaten alive.
Janoris Jenkins.
Gardner.
Both of them are better than anybody in the football team's defense.
No, the football team has no secondary.
So what are we
But
talking
I'm just
about?
saying.
By the way, the
you
Saints
argue-
finished as a better total defense. It's statistically proven that they are a better defense.
So who has the better secondary?
The Saints do.
Who has the better front seven?
Close, but the football team does.
Not
It's
close,
close.
bro.
It is
It's not
close.
close, bro. It's not
Cameron
close.
Jones better than anybody in the football team has. Cameron Jones better than anybody the football team has.
Who's the next 2 to 3 people?
It's Chase
Everybody
Young.
on the
that
football
white-
team.
It's
Everybody on the football
it's
team.
Chase
bro.
Young, and then it's a toss up. I promise you, the Saints defense is really that. It is, and the Saints linebackers are better.
We
I don't
shall
know
see.
who's on the
I
Washington
think it'll be a
football
shootout.
team
I'm
Exactly.
excited. Bostic.
I like Boston.
Boston's tough.
I don't know.
He's old.
I'm saying Saints have a better overall defense, but I'm just thinking.
Look up them
that
Saints
Brady
linebackers.
will figure it out. They played on Saturday. They get an extra day. He knows what the people think he's done. He's nowhere near done. Still got a lot left in the
I'm taking
tank.
the Bucks. I'm taking the Bucks.
Yes, we agree.
I just think that you.
I hope you mean in the game and not on the defensive end of it.
Oh hell yeah! No, hell no.
Yeah, okay.
But I mean, if the Bucks play to what they should be,
Have they?
it's just corners.
other than
It's just corners.
Other
Only thing
than
I'll give
against-
the Saints is corners.
other than against those 4 games where they played terrible teams. Have the Bucks look like they should have
They
all
look sporadic.
season?
They look sporadic.
Have the Saints look sporadic? With two
On
different
offense,
quarterbacks.
on offense, yes. On defense, no.
With 2 different
On
quarterbacks.
offense, yes. On defense, no.
2 different quarterbacks.
On offense,
Football
yes. On
team was
defense,
ranked
no.
You talking about Taysom Hill? I'm not.
Saints ranked 5, so they like right next to each other. Defensive wise.
That's because the Bucks were the
No, I
number
said
one-
what? I said football team. They 4.
Oh,
The Rams had the
Saints
number 1
5.
defense.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. The
Ravens
Rams were the
too.
first team in like 12 years to finish top 3 against the pass and the run. That's
Yeah, that
it.
shit was crazy.
That's it.
Ravens 2, 3 was Steelers actually.
Ravens wasn't 2.
I'm looking at it.
Ravens wasn't 2 in total defense this year.
Oh, so they ranked 2.
It wasn't
I'm
2
looking at
in
it.
anything.
I'm trying to tell you, they ranked 2 in defense.
I looked at ESPN earlier. The Ravens was 7.
See, they got the Rams first.
Nah, the
Then
Ravens
go
are
ahead.
too.
Yeah, I told you.
And
Ravens.
total defense?
And then the Steelers at 3. And the football team and the Dolphins is Dolphins and Saints is tied for 5.
Yeah, they do have the Ravens 1.
If the Ravens 2, then we definitely would have done.
Rams, Ravens, Steelers, football team, Saints, Dolphins, Patriots.
Told you.
Patriots.
Oh,
Bucks,
actually,
Giants, Colts.
on ESPN.
ESPN has us 1.
Yeah. Oh, that's. They
I
got.
don't know what they really rank it. It looks like they just going off yards per game. Like,
Yeah, I mean that's how you rank.
yeah.
But I mean, no, it
But
says
no,
regular
this one,
season.
yeah,
though.
this one got everything. Points allowed.
This says
Rams is
postseason. I'm looking
3,
for regular season.
ESPN has regular
sacks
season.
2.
Nah, but look,
interceptions.
all right.
You feel me?
So look, you see where right
Oh, it
here.
says 1 game played. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it says postseason, not regular season.
That's a little weird.
Well, no, I'm taking Brady. All else fails, pick Brady.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm taking them too.
I'm glad you guys are.
Yeah, even this one. This one has. Whoa, this one is a little different. Rams, Ravens, Steelers, football team, Dolphins, Saints. The Patriots are in the top 10. That is so weird to me.
So the list I looked at earlier had the Ravens at 7 overall, 6 against the pass, 8 against the run.
Well, it looks like if you're going to get a game up, it's here because I think everywhere else we picked the same.
Yeah, I mean I'm a game behind, so that sounds like exactly what I needed.
You need your man to pull it out. And they have flopped in the playoffs too. That's the other reason why
They have gotten robbed in the play. You correct yourself.
I don't care. Same thing.
You correct yourself.
You know my MO, yo. Don't put yourself in a position to get robbed, bro.
That sounds
Nah,
good.
the
but
refs be
I was about to
wildin',
say
bro.
we got robbed. How can you say that? We've
The
gotten
refs-
robbed in the
come on,
playoffs.
I'm not
You-
denying
the
that,
refs
bro.
be
I'm
wildin',
not denying
bro.
it, but the refs have been trash all season, so don't put yourself in a position where
You
gotta-
can't not put you just
you
playing football. It's up to the refs to make the right call or not. Like
We doing our job blocking and catching and tackling, and the refs got to throw the flag when the flag should be thrown.
But I agree to disagree because y'all thought the Willie Snead play was pass interference. I didn't.
I don't think it was.
No, it was
thought it
called pass interference.
I agree with the call.
Yeah, and that was a terrible call.
I don't think it was pass interference.
that was
what I'm
terrible.
Yo, he threw his shoulder, bro.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
We
did.
will pull it up.
We're
later.
gonna pull it up after this. He threw his shoulder,
He did.
bro.
But all right.
Like, share, subscribe. Let us know your picks. Next week, conference championship week, be Final Four. We'll see what happens. Keep track of the picks. As always, follow us. Till next time, we gone.
Deuces.